you know what? While we're talking about this, do you have any example, and anyone in the chat actually, if you can chime in, like what is a movie or anime without a theme? Like an actual like one without a theme for a point of comparison. That would pretty much help.
Yeah,
like
that's a good.
what's something without a theme, because does everything inherently have a theme, or are there works that don't have a theme? Would that be slice of life anime? Not all of them, of course, but like
I'd say like I guess the first thing I think of, and I don't even mean it as an insult because I love it, is like K-On! K-On!
K-On!
But it's still there's like coming of age themes,
And isn't it the theme of like, I don't know, girl band sort of coming together, kind of
come at
trying to become
friendship.
successful?
You could say that like friendship. I don't think they're successful. That's the whole point. Is like their band sucks. That's
I
kind
never
of the point.
watched it, so
Oh, you gotta. I think you'll like it. I didn't think I would like K-On! And then I watched it, and it was hysterical. It's like such a funny. It's such a funny show. But that is kind of the point. Is like they come together, and it's all about like them joining the Like Music Club, which is like essentially a band. But they have so much more fun hanging out and being friends with each other that they kind of prioritize that over being a band. Thus, it's all about drinking tea and eating cakes.
That's where the meme comes from.
Yeah. So I think you could say the theme is slice of life version of enjoy the detours rather than the destination.
Or maybe that's reading too much into it. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, my favorite part, I don't think this counts as spoiling it, is they have to run the mile for gym class around town. And my favorite girl in this show, she ends up going over to her neighbors because she got lost or something, and she's just chilling, drinking tea with her instead of running the mile while her friends are looking for her. Like, where'd she go? She got lost. She's like, guys, I'm just chilling. This is it. And that's when I was.
You just got to vibe, enjoy the detours.
Yeah.
We got two examples. Well, we got Redline. People said Redline in the chat, and then that was co-signed by Dwarfy in the chat.
Redline.
So that's Redline, and then someone said JoJo. JoJo has themes, okay? JoJo has themes,
JoJo, I mean, definitely at some point, it definitely has themes. I think it can.
It definitely has themes,
Yeah.
So each part has like its own sort of.
And there's also like
theme.
a lot of themes I think in play with JoJo that kind of come into play with like the time period and setting. I think there's you can make a lot of connection with that too. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a part 2 theme that got a bit crazy, but there's a lot more to it than just, like wild shit going down across the world.
I mean, I mean, like that's a lot of it, but there are themes. Like the theme inherent, like each part has its own theme, but in the theme inherent in all of JoJo's throughout. I don't know about part 7 and stuff, because I know
part 7 has tons of themes, but it might be different. Yeah.
But it's the whole passing of the torch, the whole multi-generational passing of the torch.
Multi-generational torch fighting good against evil.
I mean, it kind of ends sort of in part 4, sort of doesn't, like it, but it's all connected.
Yeah.
So
but then it's picked up well in 6. 6 is like peak, like
it's like the
good
MCU
versus evil
of anime.
Yeah. People are gonna like that and not like that for different reasons. But then you get to like part 7 has like a ridiculous amount of like tangible themes, like even beyond JoJo themes. Like it's very much.
I'm holding out for the anime.
Don't do that. Read part 7.
Wait. I mean, I really want to read it because I do want to see the author's progression. I'm invested in that.
It is my favorite manga art, period.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I see it as your PFP all the time, your profile pic.
Period. I keep forgetting I keep forgetting I have Gyro as my thing. That's not even it. It's just fan art, but
okay.
No, but period. On period, as the kids would say.
What, your favorite anime art?
No, manga art.
Manga art, period. Okay.
Period. On period. Sorry, Berserk. Berserk is up there though. Like I'm not gonna. If push comes to shove, it might be tough, but.
All right, so let me address Redline. Did you watch Redline?
Yeah, I like Redline.
Not. So it's one of those movies I've been meaning to get around to for years since it came out. Never got around to it.
There are themes of Redline, well, kind of, yeah, because it's like this intergalactic race on alien planets, and at some point they're having like at some point there's like some consumerism bullshit where they like want to fight, they want to race on this one planet, but it's like super dangerous and shit. I don't think but there is also a theme of like inspiration because he's the main driver and he was inspired by this other girl driver, so she inspired him down this path. But I mean, I guess that's kind of a very shallow look at it, but I do think you could infer some themes if you're more into it. I'm like a Redline is good, but like 7 out of 10 good, so like I didn't super connect with it even though I enjoyed it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It was more of the, I hate to say it, of a visual spectacle, I guess.
Yeah, but I
I
think
mean,
it's like
I heard that. I heard
yeah,
that was the selling point. You know
yeah,
how awesome it was in terms of the animation.
yeah. I guess you could call it the Fast and Furious of anime
Oh
films,
my
but like,
god.
but it's a bit more aesthetic to it. But it is also I'll go back and rewatch it because some people say like, oh, Sword and the Stranger. That is it. Yeah,
That's a
Sword and
good
the Stranger.
one.
Yeah, Sword and the Stranger. They could be like, oh, it doesn't have themes. There are very obvious themes at play, even if you don't feel like it's a deep dive in them. Like alienation, like outsiders. Then there's like the weird Chinese voodoo shit that they want the weird sacrificial bullshit. But the idea of Sword and the Stranger and how that plays into being like a native Japanese citizen versus like an outsider from their point of view is definitely a theme.
Yeah.
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 So a lot more than that one fight scene.
I mean, I think it would have to either be a comedy, slice of life, or just something experimental to not
Okay.
have a theme. Like, would Pop Team Epic have a theme?
Chaos, absolute chaos.
Fuck.
Maybe
Well,
that.
I
Okay,
mean,
what did you say? I think this would count. Okay, so what? I was gonna say another. Okay, what is like? I think there is a theme. I'm just not the person to guess it. But like, what would you say is the theme of like Konosuba?
yeah, we should have like a quiz, like a thing after this. This
Yeah,
should be continued. We need to find out
find the theme.
from everyone. Give us an anime without a theme.
Yeah, but
Konosuba.
yeah.
Like, what do I think about it in general, or
No,
does
the
it have a theme?
what theme do you think it has?
Parody of isekai.
That could be a theme. That could be a theme. Like self. That could be a theme actually.
Because that's its goal, sort
Yeah.
of. But I don't know if that's a theme. Maybe it doesn't have a theme.
I don't know. Maybe I think it could have a theme. I just don't think I'm the person to find it.
I mean, I don't think Mamoru Oshii would care enough to say, "Hey, Konosuba has
Do you
no
think he
themes."
watched? Didn't you see the one thing? So it was when the Konosuba movie came out, and one of the guys who made Pulp Fiction watched it and gave it like the highest rating on Letterboxd, and he's like one of the best films I've seen in years.
Wait, which guy did this? The guy
I forget his name, but people were like, "Yo, this Pulp Fiction guy loved Konosuba film. It's valid."
All right,
I forget.
I'm gonna address this right here.
got a bad
I have
feeling
no
about
clue
this.
what the fuck Darling the Franks was trying to say. Not much, to be honest. Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I got some Darling the Franks videos on my channel. Let those enlighten you. I'll tell you what it was trying to say. I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it was trying to say something.
There was an unfortunate message with Darling in the Franxx. I wish it didn't have themes, but it unfortunately had,
it had themes.
We just don't co-sign those themes.
Yeah, I mean,
We do not co-sign that.
I think those themes were good. The themes that it was trying to convey on paper were good.
Some of them were, but then you remember how they
Execution, that wasn't there.
There is, but then there is some sus stuff to it in terms of like I can tell you later because I don't want to spoil it. But then you get to some of them and you're like,
It was,
but
it
yeah,
was trying to do something beautiful, just it didn't end up being beautiful.
yeah. It's just like Darling in the Franxx is one where you're like, actually, let's go back, take back the themes.
Listen, I'm not too down on it as most people. I've made my peace with it. So
Yeah, we've come to terms.
Let's see. People are saying it does. Konosuba has a theme of feeling like shitty people finding their place. And I got. For Konosuba, maybe not being successful isn't too bad, and to appreciate the little things or something.
That's actually a good one. I like that because they mentioned how they were like, okay, Kazuma, are you gonna go fight the Demon Lord? And he's like, fuck no, I'm gonna live in my giant mansion and just chill the fuck out. And I think that's
Respect.
pretty good. Yeah, respect
Why do you
to that.
gotta be successful? You just sometimes success is in enjoying your life.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So I do respect that. And I wasn't even saying that as like Konosuba doesn't have themes. I was just like, I'm not sure. That's a bit more.
All right. Domestic Girlfriend is ripe with nuanced themes masterfully executed.
I wonder.
I feel
like it does have themes. It's just unfortunate.
That's it. It's just unfortunate. It has themes. But
it's like it's a
like,
deconstruction. It's a deconstruction of the idea. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's like, no, you can miss some shots. Just miss all of the shots that you want to take if they're involving family members.
I feel like Domestic Girlfriend sacrifices its themes in favor of the scandalous moments. It's like, you know what? We could go with a theme here, or we can do this curveball. Yeah, let's do the curveball. Cliffhanger.
Didn't they have some shit with like him trying to be a writer? I think they have some
Yeah,
memes with
no,
that.
that was the most interesting parts for me. I was like, oh, this is good. I like this part. It's like he's developing his writing. This is
Yeah.
nice. It's like, all right, drama. He gets stabbed, saving the other sister. Because I was like, oh my god, no.
That's like a wild one. I've
And
still
she's
been
still in love with him. It's like, oh god.
I still got like I got into so many fights with Hina fans on Twitter. It's so funny. I just think the act of standing domestic girlfriend is such a funny thing. Like
Listen,
that
we
sounds so
could just come to a consensus. Both girls are in the right. It's just the main character that sucks. That's
No, no, I think Hina sucks. She's like kind of really suspicious. Who are the guys she ends up getting with? A married dude and her 17-year-old student
okay. Now I'm having flashbacks.
brother-in-law.
Yeah, no. Hina's a terrible person.
She's like kind of sus. I think
she's bad.
I think we should lock her up. I think that's
Probably.
she's a menace to society. But you know
But-
why? You know what? Who I was when we were going over our personality type. Guess who's in our personality type?
No,
Hina.
I ignored it. I just looked away.
Our personality type is so hit or miss. I've never seen a more hit or miss personality type.
That is the personality in a nutshell, if you believe it. It's a hit or miss.
Hit or miss. Guess they never
We
miss.
have good days,
huh?
we have bad days.
Yeah.
Oh God.